Good morning. Welcome to another Saturday of productivity and things. How is? I feel like I already just when I saw that comment before going live, we already know how Kiyoko's doing. but also I've just emerged from what's basically a maze. I've slain no dragons yet. But I'm running around like a Japanese tourist taking photos, mostly of two areas. And people who complain about Dragon Age no longer being dark, boy, are you in for a ride. Dark as in atmospheric, or dark as in someone adjust the brightness? I feel like you mean dark as no, maybe I guess it would be atmospheric or drama or turn up your brightness. Which one? I feel like I might know the answer. So that just three words. You don't have to spoil anything. You just pick one of those three words. So atmosphere and drama for sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, I still haven't bought it yet. Part of me wants to make a joke. So like, if you want me to play Dragon Age, you know where my Ko-fi is. At some point I'll get it, but I can't get it yet, sadly. And a dark and atmospheric for sure. But there are at least some areas where it is quite dark in the beginning. So turn up my brightness too. Okay, so it's all three. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm excited. it's so beautiful. Face roll keyboard. Incoherent goblin noises. That makes me very happy. I'm very happy for you. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I'm not jealous at all. I gotta fix my Ko-fi today during probably the first stream, because I've been told I need to figure out how to restart my Ko-fi. So that's gonna be what I'm doing on the first sprint. Why I'm talking about it. And then I'm reading. More reading. I feel like you're just gonna be living in Dragon Age all day. Yeah. No judgment. No judgment. You know I would be too. Actually, I do have to go play Sims some point today before the event ends. It's so beautiful. And I have a problem that I have now super stuff to write for the fanfic, mostly elven architecture and magical technology. Good morning. But then I want to play. Same for Sims. I'm currently taking a break. Cool. Well, definitely gonna do the things. How'd everybody's Halloween and end of October go? How we feeling about how that ended? Because mine was a joke. I finally sound like a human again, which is nice. Mostly feel human, aside from having absolutely no appetite. But we're fine. Might try to play Sims here on Steam instead of writing, because I do have a stream tonight to write on. Yeah, you don't want to overexhaust your brain. I always find, like, if I have a stream that I intend to write, I don't write before the stream. And I'll write after if I'm in a good flow. But I find if I like try to be productive before the stream where I'm supposed to be productive, then at some point it's just like it's a time. So I get you. Someone on our little Discord has 27 hours already in the game. Holy shit! But they also have super internet and could play within 2 hours. Damn, that's impressive. I feel like my internet might be one to take a minute. If I was at my old place, I would be that person. 100%. My nose is stuffed and I have a cough, but other than that, I'm okay now. Yay! The rest of us had a 10 download. I cannot imagine, like, okay, I can imagine, because I'm a child of the fucking 90s, what it means to have a 10-hour game download. But also, in the era of our John 2024, I cannot imagine a 10-hour game download. Oh, I had 12 hours because NVIDIA wanted me to download something to play the game because graphic stuff. Yeah, I had that was Alan Wake. I had to download extra a driver to download the Alan Wake stuff, which at some point I do want to stream the DLC for Alan Wake. I keep saying that and it never happens. But that's because my entire last week of October, like my entire last week went to shit. So all of my plans went up. Ours was actually a lot more fun than we expected. And we went to a thing in our small downtown where all of the businesses were doing trick-or-treating, and there was live music and raffles and a tiny train. That sounds so much fun. That is so cool. I love that. I love that for you. That sounds adorable. Yeah, I'm so glad that I play on Steam and not fucking EA. Because EA won't let me log in again because apparently the password is wrong or session expired constantly. EA, why you do? Why you do? Why you do? That's okay. I lost internet last week. No, 2 weeks ago for like 6 hours. Wasn't that big of a deal? Like, I'll just play some offline games. I can play all of my games offline. Well, this is when I learned that you cannot play Sims offline because it will not let me turn the game on because it cannot log into EA. Even though I have the game on Steam. You motherfucker. Like, excuse you. Excuse you hard. So yeah, fuck EA. Kiddo had a blast and loved seeing all the costumes and stuff. She's still talking about the costumes she saw. That's adorable. Oh, that is adorable. Yeah, that's dope. And when I start Dragon Age, it wants me to connect to my EA account. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to try not to, and I'm probably going to accidentally do it. Yeah, EA app, the app, the app, the EA app was a huge mistake on their part. Origin was so much better. It was. I mean, I feel like you're comparing a dumpster fire to Chernobyl, but because yeah, EA spent a lot of time or Origin spent a lot of time broken for me. Like sometimes it would barely start. It would take like forever to turn the games on. It was just that's the point. Fair. Because like EA does not know how to do jack shit. Yeah, they both sucked ass. Origin is so much better. Oh, my uncle was an IT guy. My PC my uncle is an IT guy, and my PC was blue screened to death. Like an Inception blue screening. Oh no. A blue screen within a blue screen within a blue screen. That sounds like hell. Oh no. And it was because of Origin. Like, I know that I'm preaching to the choir here. Because we know how broken Sims is, generally speaking. We know how fucked up the EA app is, generally speaking. We know how fucked up the Origin app was, specifically. At some point, I mean, EA is incapable of noticing their own shit stinks. But at some point, if all of these things are broken, plus more, because I don't pay attention to a lot of other EA crap, because crap. But EA is like they're in their own bad relationship and doesn't realize that they're the one that's the problem. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Oh, hi, Laura. Oh, wait. And when he took it with him and looked at it, the log said Origin caused it, specifically Sims 3, but also Origins. I have trauma from the blue screen. Oh no. Oh, I swear one time I saw 12 blue screens within each other. I am not making this up. I'm looking between my monitors right now, and my husband, who is listening, is just going, like, hot damn. I would be traumatized too. I would never want to touch Origins ever again. What sucks? What sucks the most? Hi, Mr. Cluster. Be happy you don't have that. Yeah, you wanna know what sucks the most? Guess where my Dragon Age Inquisition lives? With all of the extra content, because I had money at the time and bought everything. It's on the EA app. Unfortunately, yeah. So it was on Origins. Yeah, no, I did change it. I've had it changed for a while. But every time I want to run Dragon Age, I basically grab a D20 and I roll it to see if the gods are going to let the EA app let me. It took probably 2 hours for me to get the game installed again and running, because it kept crashing every time I wanted to launch it. And I had like oh god, I had like, the game had worked back when it was in Origin, but getting it to run on the EA, I can't fucking get on the app. Just it was a pain in the ass. I have Dragon Age Origins 2 and Inquisition and Mass Effect, the Mass Effect trilogy, all on it. I have Mass Effect on Steam. Yeah, Mass Effect's on Steam, thank God. And so is my Dragon Age Origins, and I don't have to, which is fucking weird. Roy is laying against my back, so sweet. I think he fell asleep again. My voice just always goes higher for pets. Oh. That's why I hope it only acts up because I have a new laptop. I hope it never acts up for you. I hope. My nail keeps getting stuck in my necklace. I need to stop doing that. Yeah. I hope you get the most just smooth Dragon Age experience. Because fuck yeah. The end of the day. Fuck yay. Fuck yay. Fuck yay. Also, my laptop description said that I had 556 gigs, and I only have 454. Yeah, there's wait, and still 200 free. Those aren't bad. I know, like, there's always that 100 wiggle room for operating systems and stuff. This will probably jinx me, but I haven't had too many issues. Where's some wood? Is my table made of... Oh, wait. I have a lot of wood behind me. There you go. I'm knocking on wood for you. Haven't had too many issues with the EA app in a minute, because I noticed I can still open Sims when the app says it's offline. I'm jealous of you. Also, I'm so happy for you, because somebody deserves to not be fucked by EA. Laura is working on Crimson Strings again. We have 4 chapters left to draft. Yay. I noticed you posted a snippet in the Discord, and I'm just kind of like, it's back. I'm debating if I should install Sims because they want to continue for another 10 years because Sims 5 is canceled, and it's a fucking mobile game that looks like it's from 2010. Yeah. I have an MSI Cyborg A73, but that's not a bad price for a little on the pricey. You're under a terabyte, but hey, it gets you there. I'm hopping up once we start the stream. My drives to Mimi Sprint. Debating. I figured that's what you meant, so I'm following you. You're good. Oh, da-da-da. Oh no, I have been in the past. I am also so cruel and will 100% jump on Twitter and call them out. Usually my shit gets fixed fast after that. I love that. I love that so much. I don't know why my voice just keeps going high. I'm thinking of detaching myself now because that means more space for. I'm thinking of detaching myself now means more space for other games. Yeah, I understand. Or you go, so you do what I do. Granted, I have a giant ass command center here. But you get one of those external hard drives that you just stick on with a USB whenever you put just games that like aren't super important, right? But you still want to play sometimes. You throw them on, stick the external on, run them from the external, problem solved. There are some that I can easily deinstall and reinstall. Skyrim. You played Enderhall? Oh, Enderhall was so much fun. But Dragon Age, Baldur's Gate 3, and when I get it, that's gonna be something around 150 gigabytes. Yeah. Baldur's Gate 3 is actually quite. I don't know why. Okay. To be fair. And like I didn't know anyone who played Enderhall aside from me and my husband. So like, because it was such a small little project, or at least it wasn't talked about in our circles. Okay, that makes sense. When did you play it? Did you play it now or with the DLC Forgotten Stories? We played it back when it was Forgotten Stories. It was in that transition while it was still DLC, before it became its own launcher, because we downloaded the launcher when it came out, because hubby was super excited for it. And he's like, they're coming. It's not DLC anymore. So so then we got the launcher. I still have it on my computer. I haven't touched it since then. Yeah, it was a while ago. Oh, I got what you need to do. Play the sequence in German. I'm telling you, the effect it has compared to the English is so stark. Man, but the English was so dramatic. Oh my god, you need to play it now with the DLC. They ported it into Skyrim Special Edition. Hubby is known. It is known. He has it. He has it for Skyrim Special Edition now. Of course he does. It's so much more stable. I am absolutely traumatized from that one faction quest. The German is the best voice acting they have. So great. I cannot. I would love to. I would love to go back and play it. Trust me. But your girl is having what we call time problems. Trying to read all the books, play World of Warcraft, crochet, and write 7 books. I can't keep adding games to my list, y'all. I can't. And I want to add Dragon Age Origins to that list. Or not Origins, Veilguard. Ah. Sad vampire is sad. I watched some of it in English. They do a good job, but miss a lot of the emotional translation and the nuance in some of the scenes. Oh man. Ender Hall is not running away. Okay, true. I'm also traumatized over the secret ending. I haven't finished it because I'm a hummingbird when it comes to doing shit. It's pretty much on brand for me not to finish things. I think we know this. We've been going for 20 minutes. I think we should start the first sprint. As much as I would just love to sit here and vibe and talk about video games all fucking day, I do. This is a productivity stream, so we should probably at least do one. So we're going to do the Beast, the Gaze, and the Lavender Haze just like usual because that is what we do here. I meant to. Okay, I'm hopping off back through the Illuvian to Thedas. Enjoy your adventures in Thedas. Try not to get snogged by Solas too hard. I don't know if there's Solas snogging in Veilguard. I just thought it was funny. Are you wondering what snog meant? Okay. I just looked between my monitor after I said the word snog, and hubby's got the most pensive look on his face, and I'm like, do I have to explain what snog means? Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, I mean, it's a British idiom reference that just happened to be used in Harry Potter, a primarily British movie. I turned in my R&R to the literary agent this week. Fingers crossed. I'm crossing them for you. I cross my fingers and my toes and my wrists, and I can't cross my eyes. So that's really hard. But yeah, yeah. And Wolfie Blackheart. Okay, we're gonna pull up the thing. Gonna do the do. It feels so good to have energy back. Come on, there it goes. I have so many tabs open because I have other videos to watch later. So I made a tab just you know how sometimes you're like when you're looking at YouTube and you're like, I want to watch this video, but you like click on something else and you're like, oh, I'll just hit the back button and go back to it. And then it refreshes your recommendations and you lose that video. Well, so what I do now is I make a tab on my Google specifically for watching later. Am I using the watch later button? No, because I will forget those exist. But if I have a whole Google tab of YouTube tabs open, I will remember. Am I a chaotic mess? Yes. But I put the chaos in Chaos Queens. So that being said, let's get started. We'll be right back after the bees. Be productive, be vibey, explore Thedas, whatever the hell it is you're doing, just go do the thing, and we will see you back in a little while. that was the end of that sprint. How did we do? I took care of admin stuff, so I reset up my Ko-fi because since I moved, I fucked up. I fucked up hard. I could have kept it the way it was. It did nothing. But I changed my address on my Ko-fi to reflect my new address. And then so it asked me to verify my ID. Well, my ID still had me set to my old address. So I tried using my lease thing, and it didn't like that. It wanted an actual ID. So I had to update my ID that I kept forgetting about until like a couple of weeks ago. I've been here a year. So I just got my new ID in the other day. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'll fix it. So now that's fixed. I can now have things. And I can now start doing the research as to how better improve my Ko-fi. So I did that. And then I went to go read, and I started getting frustrated with What Doesn't Break again. I'm like, maybe I should get the audiobook. So I looked at the audiobook, and it said, like, get it for $0 if you get the membership. That's what I thought it said. I'm like, well, I don't have $14. So let me just go see how much the audiobook is on Audible. Same price as the actual book. Excuse you. Why is the audiobook the same price? Now, granted, everybody deserves to be paid for their work, and I think that the audiobook should have equal value, or it should have appropriate value. Do I think that it's the same price as a physical copy? I don't know how I feel about that. And then I reread what the Audible offer said, and it said I could have it Audible for $0 for 3 months. Therefore, the book would be $0 or $1 or whatever the fuck it was. So now I have the audiobook for What Doesn't Break. So I'm going to be listening to that while I read, because maybe, just maybe, I'll get through it. So that was, and then I spent the last 10 minutes just messing around on my phone because I needed to like relax my shit, because I was just like, why is making a death flower a thing I have to look up? How are you going to tell me to do a thing and not tell me how? I am assuming that is for the Death Reaper events. Yeah. Rar. I am genuinely in love with this Sims house. What the fuck? I'm so proud of it. Is there pictures somewhere? Some random guy just walked into my house. Oh, okay, in The Sims. In The Sims. I did not read the full comment. I was very concerned. Some random guy walked into my house and tried to go downstairs to use the gym in my basement. The fuck? Do you have it set to everybody's welcome or something? Like, hot shit. Oh my god. I just had to lock all my fences and doors for everyone but my Sims because people keep randomly inviting themselves in. Yeah, do you, like, I swear, I think your lot, it sounds like your lot is set to everybody welcome or something, wherever that trait's called. I can't remember. Because I would be fighting somebody if they just come into my house and my Sims. I mean, in real life or in sitting out. Well, I mean, if it was in real life, I'd actually cower in terror under my desk. But if it were like, no, I have it constantly set to like loner mode. Until I'm ready to initiate romances. Because I just don't want to be interrupted by my neighbors every 30 seconds. The amount of times your neighbors just, especially since I'm, my lot for the Death Reaper crap is, oh my god, I know parts of it. It's like, it's something that starts with an H and it's like ends in Bagley. I can't remember the first part of it. And, so neighbors are always constantly coming over and giving me shit. And I'm just like, why did I pick the social map? Okay. Why did I pick the social map? Let me check something real quick. Henford on Bagley. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Oh god, I should not have opened that. Okay. It is set to loader mode because my Sims had the loner trait. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. It's so weird. That's so weird that people are coming over. Dude. Dude, why? Dude, why? Huh. That's unfortunate. And I do honestly, Henford on Bagley is one of my favorite maps to use. Because I like the cottage cozy core, English countryside adjacent sort of vibe. But also, it's oh yeah, my chicken ran away, and I decided just not to worry about it. So like, I'm not even using the good parts of Henford on Bagley. Like, I'm just exists. I'm just there. Yeah. Wait, is the new expansion come with a new world? Of course it does. I'm not. No. And I'm just like a Grim Reaper expansion. You know how much that's up my alley. And then I'm like, excuse you, hey brain, listen. We don't pay for Sims full price, and we want Veilguard. Okay, we don't want the Sims expansions. We're already behind one already. We just want Veilguard. Okay, we still have to figure out how we're paying for World of Warcraft. Oh, the conversations I have with my brain, like it's another person. It's fine. I'm not crazy at all. Well, I guess I kind of am, but that's beside the point. Everything's fine. Do 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 do. Everything's fine. Root to toot to. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know thing. I have less of knowing of the things. Whew. I feel like all of my energy just got ate up just being mad at Audible and stuff. Which is fine. It's fine. I feel like do another sprint, perhaps. Now, like, we've only been talking for a couple of minutes, but everything still feels kind of weird and talking for too long. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do another sprint. And then I think we'll see if the audiobook is, because it said like the order's in process. Okay, cool. So I can technically listen to the audiobook now for the next sprint if I want. That way I can actually start listening to the book and have Robbie Damon narrate the book. And hopefully I don't want to spoil anything for it. But I've been noticing there's like a writing style of how dialogue's written. And I'm hoping that with the audiobooks, you can hear the different voices of the different characters. That maybe it'll make a little bit more sense as to how it's written, because the way the dialogue is written for one of the characters is a little fucked up. Because they can't decide whether or not it's in italics, or if it's in brackets, or if it's out loud. And it's all one character with 3 different dialogue options for style. And I'm like I can't get too mad, because I do it too, kind of. Any telepathic dialogue is in italics, just like thoughts and dreams and stuff like that when I write. And then when it's out loud, it's just like normal written dialogue. But I try to make it clear. And sometimes maybe I'm just too stupid for this book, but I feel like it's not clear. And then adding the dialogue and then adding brackets around dialogue, that is really not clear. That is a whole new style I have never seen. But like, also the having a character that is not a physical character I don't think would have an out loud voice because they're not there. It's another voice in your head. Why would you have out like non-italics dialogue? Like using, let's just put it this way, using mental dialogue is great for a character that's inside your head. Switching it randomly to not internal, not mental dialogue makes no sense to my face. And that is trying really hard to leave my thoughts for the live show that I'm going to be doing with Mars and Wallace. At least Mars. I haven't really heard from Wallace yet, but hopefully. Yeah. I trying to leave most of my thoughts for the live show, but I wanted to bitch about that for a minute because I felt I had to get the audiobook in order for the dialogue to make sense. And the concept of requiring the audiobook to read the physical book, I kind of feel offended by it. Now, that's just how I'm taking the situation. I'm not saying that's what the Critical Role or Cassandra Khaw or the people who produced the audiobook, whatever. I'm not saying that's what they did. I'm not saying that's the point. I'm saying that's how I'm interpreting the text, and I'm frustrated by it, if that makes sense. Hi, Laura. You just missed me bitching. Missed me bitching about things. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna see something for a second. Hold on. Hold on to yourselves. This is gonna hurt like hell. Now I have to listen to that song. I haven't heard that song in an age. Boop. Boop. Okay, cool. I just wanted to check to make sure nothing was broke. I don't like Cassandra Khaw. I only read one of her books though. Yeah, I mean, you were here last time I started bitching about this book. And like I said, I want to save most of my thoughts for the live show. So I'm focusing, this bitch session is not for the book. It is more for the style of the writing. You have a character who is inside another character's head, and she uses 3 different types of dialogue styles to I need to take that, minimize that. So it's like mental dialogue being in italics. It's like, okay, cool. Characters in your head, you have the mental dialogue. That's what I do for Project Incarnate. For any telepathy, it's in the brain. If you're a physical character talking to another physical character, it's normal dialogue, just like we're used to in any book. Right? The physical character does not exist. And yet there is physical dialogue for this character. As well as brackets are in the dialogue. It is a very weird style choice. It has made me believe that I needed to get the audiobook in order to hear the difference, because the characters have voice actors for their role. So yeah, I think that's a very weird way of writing. Either that, or I'm just too stupid for this book, and it's all up I'm up my own ass. I don't know, but that's my opinion so far. I do not like Cassandra Khaw's writing style. I find it a little pretentious. If it wasn't for the fact that she wrote the book for one of my favorite fandoms, I would have DNF'd the fuck out of this already. Just saying. Nah, she's a strange writer. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm just, not being a bitch. Or it could be. I don't trust my own opinions. The audiobook is like a lot. Like, I mean, I'm doing okay. I am about that far. Not bad. Okay. 3 or 4 chapters in. But now I have the audiobook. So I will be listening along now with the rest of it. And I keep looking at my pile. It's just off screen. Right here. That's what I have left. This is my reward for getting through this. How sad is that? Like, not saying anything about this, but the fact that I'm rewarding myself with a book that I'm looking forward to because I'm forcing myself to get through a book I was looking forward to. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm going to stop bitching now. See, Jessica said, see, I'd have DNF'd it on that basis already. If I have to force myself to read it, I won't read it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I organized my fucking bookshelf to not read this during the Worldwide Write-a-thon. Okay? I have been playing with chatbots to like better plan future drafts of Immortal Masquerade instead of reading this. I've played World of Warcraft instead of reading this. My ADHD, non-diagnosed, but apparently it's a thing, is rocking so hard, it will take any distraction it can not to read this. Any of them. Like, I have been in bed, okay, since I got sick, what, Tuesday night. Yeah, Tuesday night. Since I've been sick, Tuesday night, I was in bed. I could have been reading. Okay? I have been watching fucking YouTube. Because I did not want to do this. And yet, I want to, because it's my favorite fandom. And because Mars had the Laudathon. And because we're supposed to talk about it together, and I want to hang out with my friends and bitch about a book I don't like. No. My biggest thing is the character. The main character is technically one of my favorite characters in the world that is Critical Role. She's the only character of Campaign 3 I can stand. She is part of a story arc from Campaign 1 that I loved with every piece of my being. I have been looking forward to this, and I want it to be good. I want to enjoy it. It's that damn writing style that's pissing me off. Crystal, all rants are welcome. I feel like I rant a lot on my streams, though. As someone who is diagnosed with ADHD, I will say that sometimes it's not ADHD's fault. It's just bad. See, I put the blame on the possible theoretical ADHD because I can't remember, someone had made the comment that, because I had said something where it's like, I need to do this, but also how about I do this instead? And the response was, Crystal, that's the ADHD talking. And I'm like, wait, what? So that's kind of why I blame the theoretical ADHD. At some point, I will actually look into it. It's just a manner of doing the legwork and then saving the money. Because it costs stuff to get an ADHD diagnosis here. I mean, it probably does in the US, and it's probably worse in the US in certain ways. But you get the idea. I am now out of my drink. I'm going to have to go get my water bottle. A meowner, yeah. A meowner. Yeah, it's not a manor anymore, it's a meowner. I like making up my own words. Everything's fine. Do. I will also say, go back to my rant just for a second, is that I don't have problems with weird writing styles, because this one, Nine Eyes Illusion, had really cool font. I'm going to be doing it for Project Incarnate. I'm stealing this idea for Project Incarnate. There were so many different voices in the character's head at any given time. It had different fonts, which I thought was just like, just give it. That was cool. So I have no problem with weird, with certain types of, you can get away with a weird writing style as long as you do it good. What I'm saying. Oh, okay, we're done. I'm off my box. I'm getting off my box now.
Bring the ladder.
Fucking shut up. The peanut gallery. I'm just like, yeah, I'm getting off my box. He's like, okay, I'll get the ladder. I hate you. Different fonts are awesome. Yeah. There are going to be different fonts. I have ideas for, like, especially for telepathic dialogue. I feel like if I do it for telepathic dialogue, it might be a little weird. But in book 2, there's some shit happening, so I kind of feel like I should set it up in book 1 with brain dialogue having different thoughts. So that way, when book 2 happens, it's not jarring. So yeah, it does. And sometimes, even if you get diagnosed, it's not any better, because you still have to shell out the money and the meds and finding coping techniques. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, granted, if I get the positive diagnosis, it's just telling me something I already might know. And I've been masking my entire life. So, like, I mean, it's fine, right? And then, besides, coping techniques, that's what TikTok is for. I wouldn't know half of the crap that, like, so I get a lot of information from Mental Spicy TikTok, which is kind of neat. Not saying that it's all like legit or whatever have you, but I'm saying, like, hey, this works for that person, I'm gonna try it, because I am a ditto. If you play Pokemon, you know what that means. I just take things and make them a part of myself because they seem cool. And eventually, some of them actually stick, and I find my personality. And then some things don't stick, and I realize I've been wasting my time. Everything's fine. I am not losing my mind here. I don't know what's going on. Just gonna take a breath. My personality is chaos. Chaos and fangs. There we go. Except I don't have my fangs yet, which I should be getting them soon. I should be getting them back soon. And that'll be great. Because I got an email saying that they were going to try to get it for Halloween, but also I'm in Canada, so it's probably not happening. So hopefully, cross our fingers. They're super busy, like I can't judge. Hopefully, I get my fangs by the end of the month. I got that one already. Yay, finding your personality. And also finding, like, yeah. I don't know, my brain had a thought, and I'm like, wait, come back. I'm so jealous of the people who are young and have resources like TikTok and YouTube and such like that. I had to find my techniques on my own. Yeah. I mean, even me, I'm sitting here 30 years old, or 34. And I really only learned what depression and anxiety were in my 20s. I only learned that ADHD could have been a possibility within the last couple of years. I've spent my entire life thinking I was broken instead of ace. Like, the wealth of information that has happened within the last like 20 years. Okay. 20 years. It's changed my entire perception on my reality in the last 10. It's fucking insane. You know, like, it's like you realize how incredibly tiny the bubble is when it explodes. I had more of a point and my thought left me again. Are we really? That's awesome. Oh my goodness. It's like, sometimes I wonder what life would have been like if I was a teeny tiny bat and learned all the things I'm learning as an adult. You imagine how life would have been so much easier if we knew now, if we had the same resources we do now when we were younger. We might actually be stable, guys. I say we. I really am just talking about me. But, like,
I mean, these are the kids nowadays.
I mean, you're probably right. It probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't. I just stable, unlike the economy. But I just I feel like I just want to be a little, you know, like wishful thinking wishful thinkingage. I was diagnosed at 5 years old, and I can 100% tell you the experience wasn't any easier. Fair. It sucks. More water. I apologize once again for the sound this thing makes. It is engy. I don't know not why. I do not know why it yells and squeals like a bitch, but it does. Can't think I caught my breath now. I had to fight my family's stigma against medical medications. I'm like, why are you saying the word twice? Hi, dyslexia. How are you? Mental medications to get and stay on my meds. That sucks. Hey, but at least they came around. That was like, I tried to talk to my general doctor about ADHD and stuff. This was before I found, like, had a talk with my aunt. Was like, you don't need to talk to your GP, just so you know. You can just go do the research, go find out. Was like, well, even if you did have ADHD, what are you going to do about it? Go on meds? And I'm just kind of like, that's an interesting response. Go fuck yourself. Because, yeah. Even my, like, I mean, a lot of my family has, like, opinions about mental meds. And to hear that my doctor has opinions too, being a medical professional, was just kind of jarring. And these are antidepressants. Yeah, antidepressants are, antidepressants are always seen weird. And I'm just like, dude, if it gets you through your day, it gets you to terra firma. Because my dad's on antidepressants and ADHD meds, or anxiety meds, antidepressants and anxiety meds. And I'm just like, hey, when he opened up to me about it, she just thought it was like this thing. I'm just kind of like, dude. You know, like really weird. I don't know where my points are going. My points are just drifting all over the place. How do we feel about getting into another sprint? Probably only gonna do 2. We might do another one. Do we want to go for 3 hours today, or do we just want to go for 2? I haven't decided yet. I probably should decide these things before I actually decide to stream. My consistency is very inconsistent, but at least that inconsistency is consistent. See what I did there? I have consistent inconsistency.
Hashtag chaos.
Exactly. Oh, hi, Dio. Perfect timing. Need to take my meds. Good call. Oh, you have missed the most like tangent, turning, twisting, crazy, random. I have just spent the last like 20 minutes ranting my ass off about random shit. Oh goodness. We went from talking about how much I don't like What Doesn't Break's writing style to ADHD to meds. Been a ride. I also have borderline psychosis, so those meds help me a lot. That's awesome. The meds helping part. I you forgive my inability to try to respond to that in a way that doesn't sound weird. Okay. But since we have ranted for a fair amount of time, I think we pull out the gaze and we do the do, and maybe, just maybe, I will start the audiobook. I knew what you meant. I am very glad that y'all have the ability to translate my this. Because this is what we call a time. I think the book is 11 hours, according to Audible. I struggle with that word so much. It's a time. A fun time. I appreciate you very, very much. But I think it's probably a little bit less than that since I'm like 3 chapters in. We're gonna find out. All right, gays. We need some gays in this house.
Hashtag smolder.
StreamYard is deciding to StreamYard right now. There it goes. Oh, StreamYard. I love and hate you so much. There it is. We have a gay. All right. Have you tried luring them to your house with garlic bread? That's how you lure an ace, okay? If you give me garlic bread, I'm gonna be your best friend. Garlic bread and chocolate cake. It's gonna be fine. You know? Which reminds me, at some point I want to make that chocolate cake mix. We're gonna wait till I feel better, because reasons. But yeah. We're gonna do the gays, and then we'll be back, and we'll hang out some more. And that was the end of sprint numero 2. How did we do? How did it go? I immediately feel better reading the audiobook. Because, like I said last stream, that Robbie Damon can read me the phone book and I'd be okay with it? Maybe. Is there also a moment that kind of hammered down my suspicions of needing the audiobook? Also, little bit. Because there as so far since I've been listening to the audiobook over the last half hour, there was a dialogue that was from a past moment, either in the prologue or as a lore tidbit, that was from another character the main characters had a relationship with. I'm trying to say this in the most non-spoiler way possible. That I would have thought was the voice in the main character's head if I had not been listening to it, because the voice is different. It is spoken differently. It's not the creepy voice. It's not the main character. The narrator is the one that did the voice for that line. So kind of still annoyed that I feel like I needed the audiobook for this. It's fine. It's fine. I am on chapter 4, getting close to chapter 5. I was actually, if I had timed it better, I would have finished chapter 4 the second the sprint was done, but I didn't. Because that's not how this works, and I wanted snacks. Which I did. I got myself some Pringles. And so I was munching on those a little bit while I was reading and / listening to the book. And why is everything flashing at me all of a sudden? I don't appreciate it. Yes. Just gonna do that. Okay. Make sure everything is still functioning. Also, we don't need this timer anymore. Coolio. Go over here and check that. Make sure that this is still functioning. Is it still functioning? We don't know. Yes, it is still functioning. Perfect. Yeah. How are we doing? We're doing 2 hours 16. I kind of feel like still doing the 3 sprints because I just like doing all 3. So I think we will keep on keeping on. Except my brain is very quickly forgetting what thoughts are, which is awkward. So yeah. Drink some more water. Downside, eating salty chips. My throat still hurts. But that's fine. Now more water. God, that is such an obnoxious sound. Yeah, I feel like I can now finish the book now that I have the audiobook. I think is the point that I was going to make. How much does it say I actually have left? Being on chapter 4. Oh, it says 8 hours. I have 8 hours. Theoretically, if I just listen to this, I can finish it today. But there is other stuff I want to do with my day today. So I probably won't. I might read more. I don't know. It's fine. We still got one more sprint. So of course I'm going to read more. But you know what? Actually, I think I'm actually going to wrap it up now. We were going to keep going for another sprint. But as I'm talking, my head is slowly starting to become on fire. So we're going to stop and I'm going to take a pain pill and I'm going to relax and chill and stuff. There will be a video coming out sometime this week for the my Dark and Secret Magic vlog slash write-a-thon vlog slash update slash. I haven't really decided what I'm doing with this video. I just know I took footage and I wanted to talk about shit. So we'll see what I do. I don't even know. It's fine. Then we'll be back on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for more of this. Hopefully, I will officially be will be good by, you know, these headaches will go away. That'd be dope. And stuff and things. So until then, until next time, I appreciate every single one of you. And we'll see you guys in the next video or stream or reel, depending on wherever it is you find me next. Okay. Bye, guys. I can never get to the outro in time.